Hello and welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another exciting iteration of DMV Sports Media live on YouTube in the wind down to the season here, the denouement of the Super Soccer League action before we get into playoff time for Virginia and for Maryland. Right now, it's Los Toros hosting Esperion FC. This is the final match here for Los Toros. Esperion will still have one more match. They have to take on Blazers. And despite the tough season for Esperion, their matches still carry a ton of weight. Virginia Dreams still in a title race with Los Toros. Los Toros trailing on goal differential. They picked up quite a bit of room last week against North Stars. A whopping 11-3 victory saw them pick up a whole bunch of goals. 8 forward. They were at 17 down on Virginia Dream. They now are trailed by just the 9 goals, so still a large tally to make up, but definitely not something that is insurmountable based on how Los Toros have played of late. Esperion, they're eliminated as we spoke earlier, but they still have to take on Los Toros tonight, and then Blazers, who are still fighting to occupy that final playoff spot. So very much 2 matches that will affect things for the playoffs, and there's still some storylines here yet to be written. Langston Hughes Middle School in Reston, Virginia is the venue. Los Toros will play left to right wearing their black kits. Esperion will kick off playing right to left, red tops, white bottoms on this beautiful late May evening. We thank you so much for joining us here on DMV Sports Media live on YouTube. And we do hope that you will drop a like on the video to help others find us in the algorithm and subscribe to the channel for more. Without much further ado, we are ready to kick off here. And here we go. It's Esperion getting us started. We'll knock it around on the ground. Pratham sends it back. Now the immediate pressure from Toros forces the ball inside. Sent up top for Abdul. Now the wide areas. There could be a square ball. Timely challenge takes this one away from Los Toros. Esperion trying to find their way forward. They have some space on the far touchline. And still alive. Good composure there from Los Toros, who will send it out to Basso. Basso was confident on his feet, will keep the ball moving and switches the point of attack. It's an errant ball over the top. No clear direction, no recipients for Toros. And Esperion will find their footing, knocking this one on the ground. Last time these sides matched up, it was, I believe, a 10-2 victory for Los Toros here at Langston Hughes Middle School. Certainly will not want to repeat. It's an early chance. It's contested at the top of the 18. And finally sent back for Basso to start the attack from his own goal. It's sent down the pitch. Esperion will go back in order to go forward. Pratham finds his goalkeeper and will restart. Both sides not taking any big chances, trying to find their footing. But it has been Esperion who have looked the closer to goal. It is very early, and we haven't had any real clear chances either way. This one's sent back. Alez sends it back inside. And ball's still on the move. Franco applying a little pressure. He's right on the goalkeeper. Sends it away in the nick of time. Robert sends it back. Will turn up field now. Has help alongside him. But Toros doing a really good job of getting bodies goal side. Good turn from Pratham. It's an errant pass, and Sam happy to recollect this one. Sends it back to Basso. Basso spies something upfield. He was looking for Abdul, but one of the two Los Toros forwards seemed to be in an offside position. And it will be a set piece around the midfield for Esperion. So sent in quickly on the ground, knocked outside. Esperion trying to find the space. It's good ball movement. Pratham will keep it moving. Another good win. Sam has to go backwards. Good decision there from Toros, who keep this one moving. They're a vertical team at times, and this is no exception tonight. It's another ball lumped forward. Franco was in the area, but had a lot of work to do. Well, one back by Abdul. Abdul sends it outside. It's well taken into the box. Challenge comes in for Esperion. Still very much up for grabs. Finally travels over that far touchline. Yusuf Manawar was in the area, but couldn't quite find the area, the crease he was looking for. Good turn. We're still waiting on our matchday rosters, but for the time being, we'll make do. Pratham sends it outside. Now down the line, lovely little turn. Esperion, the clear underdog in tonight's match based on the last matchup between these two sides and the table. Have had a strong start. They've made a good account of themselves in the early stage. Can they maintain this for 90 minutes? That will be the question, but I've been impressed by this young Esperion side, missing a lot of the veteran faces. No Luis Soria, no Max Hernandez, but the youngsters and some of the other players really coming up big. This is well won back in an early delivery into the box. Not sure if it was a shot on goal or perhaps something else. In any case, Basso has no trouble taking it down. Basso lumps one down the pitch. Ooh, it takes an errant bounce. Franco's there. Has Abdul. Abdul working to find a little space. Good physicality from the veteran. Back to Sam. And Los Toros will reset. They'll try down that far side. No space given, no quarter provided by Esperion, and they will restart their own attack. This is turned up field. Not a lot of space there. Still contested. No clear possessor of the ball. Toros making life difficult, but sent over this near side now. And Esperion getting closer and closer to the 18. Can they find a window? It's a good service into the box. Initially sent away. Good physicality. Love the no call. It's just good defending. Got his body to the spot first before making the shoulder-to-shoulder contact. That's a mistake we see from a lot of young players. They think they can just put their shoulder into any challenge. And if they're going through the back or sticking an arm out, then it's no longer a shoulder-to-shoulder. That was a really good one. It was all about the positioning that let him be as physical as he wanted. There's his chance for Esperion. Squares it back. Now the shot taken. Basso will pick this up, but it's another good look for Esperion. They've been very impressive inside of the first 8 minutes. And if this continues, I think we will see a potential goal for Esperion. But as of now, it's a scoreless affair. Basso sends one out to the far side. I haven't seen some of the more familiar faces in attack. No Javel tonight. Stabene on the bench. No Jakob Esfaha at the moment. No Aiden Mahoney. No Heimer Diaz. But Toros, they've got plenty of players who can make an impact. And certainly They'll be looking to get a little bit more out of their offensive front. This is sent across the 18. The shot taken and well scooped up again by Basso, getting a little workout of the hands here early on these slick conditions. But as a goalkeeper, sometimes it's nice to get a few of these shots to hands first, get some confidence into your game, and we'll get you ready for when you have to come up with the big stretch save. For now, Basso's been able to rely on his positioning and on his ability to carry his body, but hasn't really been pulled to full stretch just yet. But Esperion are mounting these chances. It's sent forward. This is a good one. Abdul, the shot taken, and it's just wide. There were two players there. It was a nervy moment. Looks like one of them may have been in an offside position, but the flag stayed down, and it was a good delivery. Just a touch wide. And that's the verticality that Los Toros bring. They were under the gun for a lot of the early stages, but even at a moment's notice, they can get down the pitch and almost found the go-ahead goal. This is well won. Initially, Franco trying to battle it back. Now turned upfield. Proutum has been heavily active for Esperion. We'll send it over and across. It's a booming ball for Esperion. They say we can do vertical too. A heroic challenge there by Sam, wearing the captain's armband in the nick of time. And that was goal saving. Make no mistake about it. That challenge had to be made, and it had to be perfectly timed to avoid a potential penalty kick inside their own 18. Esperion will have the throw as their consolation prize. Sent down the line. Sam first to it. Franco dropping deep. Doesn't get it away initially. Proutum takes the strike on. And there's a well-timed challenge. Had to get a piece of the ball and did so really well. Now sent down the line. This one will stay alive, but Esperion not taking any chances. They'll send it out. Franco quickly on the ball. Franco's ball into the 18, well snatched up right ahead of Abdul, who always a threat, always finds a way to be in the mix. This one's turned upfield. Esperion. But in that midfield right now, that's a turn that maybe didn't need to be made. Sent into the wide area. The space has opened up. This is a strike from distance, and the golazo. What a goal scored from a deep area and against the run of play. It is 1-0 for Los Toros. Fantastic goal. It's number 8. The name escaping me for the moment. Let me know in the chat, and I will give the credit due. Well, that's the miss from earlier, but this one finds the back of the net, and it's 1-0 for Los Toros. That was a confusing replay to show. I apologize. But he saw the error in the first one, and he was able to course correct. Adjusted his scope a little bit and able to perfectly strike the second one from distance right into that upper 90. Los Toros are ahead 1-0. This one sent back outside. It's going to be a throw on the far touchline. Abraham, thank you for... I'm going to have to take you at face value. Oh, the goal scored by Pollo. The chance taken, Esperion, inches wide, almost finding the immediate response. And Los Toros being asked The question, it looks like it may have taken a touch, but no, goal kick to come. Here is a look at that chance. Basso did really well to cover his far post, but will be a bit uneasy with all the pressure he's had to face tonight. Still hanging on to that clean sheet. It's 1-0 for Los Toros, but make no mistake, this is a match that has had chances for both sides. It's a vertical ball up top, well flicked on by Pollo over to Abdul. And really well won there. Esperion, their number 17 here, has had a fantastic match. I do wish I had my rosters, but I keep doing what I can until I can get the rosters from the other side. It was a fantastic strike, really well placed. Not leaving the Esperion goalkeeper a whole lot of opportunity to win. This is Pratam under duress. Sends it away. Franco's still running it down. Turned upfield and thumped well out and over. Sent down the line, really well controlled. But Esperion will have to go back in order to go forward. Not a lot of space on this near side. It's good control. Almost futsal style play. And now Esperion will send one down the line. And it will be a set piece for Esperion. A chance to send one in. Quickly delivered, but not enough space to send one in. It's good vigilance from Los Toros to see that threat and stay with the play after the set piece was given. Esperion still looking for a window to deliver one into the Los Toros 18. This one's blocked. Pratam sends it back. There's no easy way through this Los Toros line, or at least not right now. There was some questionable defensive moments early, but Los Toros seem to have shored up the back. Now Abdul holding play up top. Sent over to the corner. Pollo, the goal scorer, looking to do more damage. Toros sends it back. On the line. Sorry, Greg. I was making the call. I was trying to get rosters. Still don't have rosters. Doing my best, but here's Abdul. Sends it back outside. Good ball through the middle. It's up for grabs. Nowhere gets a touch. Beautiful ball in. The Esperion goalkeeper played a nice high line. That's the difference that sometimes doesn't get recognized. The goalkeeper's starting position dictates a lot of whether he'll be able to affect the play. If you don't know, sometimes you won't put it on the goalkeeper if he's not able to get there, but if you watch the good goalkeepers, the very best will choose an appropriate line as high as you can be without getting chipped is pretty much the guideline. Now Esperion will have a throw on the far touchline. Esperion working right all the way in the corner, looking for a delivery. A lot of black shirts between them and goal, but we'll continue to move this about. Takes an errant pass, an errant bounce, excuse me. The clearance only partially made now. Los Toros, they seem to have gotten it away, but at the expense of possession. And he sends it out wide. Now Protom. Manower playing Franco. Franco looking for space, runs right into a challenge. Esperion eager to get back on the offensive foot. They've got a ball across the 18. The strike taken at the near post. What a strike. It was about an inch or two wide, and certainly Basso sent scrambling at full stretch. It's a goal kick to come. There's another look at the replay while we set up for this goal kick. Los Toros fortunate yet again. They still holding on to this 1-0 lead, but early on, Esperion have had their chances, and there's another one that falls. It's been the difference, though. Esperion, they've really been a team that have been in a lot of matches. They've left a lot of points on the table. Just finishing in the final third has been one of those difference makers in games, and certainly rearing its head tonight. If they can get that down, if they can find, it's not even sometimes a skill thing. I think veteran players, confident teams, they have that memory, the muscle memory of what it takes to score a goal. And sometimes it's not the beautiful strike from distance. It's just being in the right place, getting on the end of it. Once they start to establish that confidence, I think they'll pick up a lot of points. There's been some games where they were not getting blown out by any stretch. Obviously, later in the season, yeah, we've had a couple of ugly performances, but for the most part, 1 or 2 goal games, sometimes even draws where they could have pulled a victory. Sent all the way back. Esperion have time and space to work with. Los Toros dropping the line this time. Franco helping out defensively. Now Omar will drop it back, and here in the 21st minute, Los Toros will reset. Yusuf out wide. Now back. That's not the right option there. Esperion happy to oblige and take this one back. They're trying to find a way in. This one lumps straight up. A lot of black shirts there. Still not fully cleared. And it looks like we will have a set piece coming out for the benefit of Los Toros. Basso will send it across the midfield. Well flicked on. Pollo will give chase. But in the mix, gives away. Well, no foul called initially. It looks like it will be from the ground. Esperion play from the back. They're keeping it on the ground for right now, trying to win that midfield. They came under a sketchy situation and had to just send it forward. Los Toros, they'll reset it themselves all the way back to Basso. Good turn upfield. Pollo has had a field day. He's got a man down the far side. Omar plays Abdul. Abdul gets there first, takes the strike. Another great save. The 1v1. Melvin able to narrow down the angle. Sent to the near side. Esperion still trying to find their first goal. Well, one back. Franco walking the tightrope here. Sends it down the line. That's a perfectly played ball for Abdul. Giving him time and space to work with. Abdul will send it in, but not able to find the return pass over to Franco. Here come Esperion. Lots of time and space to work with. It begs for a square ball. Oh, may take it on himself. The back pass put Basso in a sketchy situation. Basso did really well to adjust his body position and make the partial clearance out. This one ping-pongs around. Finally sent out wide. Esperion will send it across the mid. There's Pollo down the line, looking for Abdul. Doesn't quite connect. And Esperion will run out of real estate over on the far side. Looks like it will be a throw for the benefit of Los Toros. Sent towards the 18. Franco is there. Melvin comes forward, doesn't collect it initially. Got to credit Franco with the effort there. We've seen him score quite a few effort goals. I said this last night, the ball does not care how it ends up in the back of the net. Those ugly goals that ricochet off of the player who's applying the pressure and into the back of the net, they count just the same as the 35-yard screamers into the back of the net. Speaking of pressure, there's Abdul helping his side win it back. The advantage was played for a moment, but looks like that advantage has gone. It's going to be a Los Toros set piece across the middle of the pitch. Here comes the delivery, lofted towards the top of the 18. Oh, there was a fantastic strike. It looked like Franco won the first ball, but finally falls into the waiting arms of Melvin in goal. And now Esperion will have to get back in. It's Yusuf playing one in for Abdul. Turn to upfield. Esperion trying to find their best option forward. At times they've won the midfield, but need to find what they're going to do up top. They've had really good wing play, especially from this near side. A few times their winger has gotten it to the end line, but has not found a recipient in the middle. Here's the chance for Los Toros. Off the bar, the follow-up still in the mix. Abdul was there, and that one seemed to hang up in the air for eternity. And now Esperion breathing a huge sigh of relief. A second shot from distance. This one travels much further over, and it will be a goal kick to come. Take a look at the replay of this effort. Franco played a great ball towards the top of the 18. Pollo hit it. A dead ball falling out of the skies, kind of froze the goalkeeper to the line, but bounced off the woodwork, shaking the dewdrops off that top post. This one's flicked on by Yusuf. Now Franco showing off a little skill. Lost track of the ball. Did put a challenge in and almost able to find a teammate. Franco still working. He's able to win it back, but runs out of real estate, and now it's going to be a throw for Los Toros. Quickly sent it by Sam. This time sent through the midfield. It's a good turn. Franco hits the turf, and Esperion could be away. They're looking for support. Sent out wide, but not a connected pass here in the 30th minute. Los Toros still leading off of a fantastic strike from Pollo. Looks like Esperion will make their switch. On comes Nasser. Now it's Abdul. Looking down the line, the second ball falls kindly for Abdul. Picked it up as it trickled through. Now sends one in for Yusuf Manoer. He made a great run, got to the ball, but could not control the touch. Here comes Esperion. They preferred to play from the back. I think they need to bring in more of the wing play that's been so successful for them. Sent forward. Now sent directly forward. Los Toros able to get it forward. Franco, lovely little touch. Still going is Franco. Franco now looking for Abdul, far too direct. And Esperion will take over. It's been a good little battle here between these two sides. Franco applying the pressure, gets some help. Sent out wide. This is Nasser, hoping to influence the game and bring his finishing prowess. It's sent forward. Abdul gets a touch, but can't connect his pass. Now sent back. Time and space in that midfield for Esperion. Omar Shamal intervenes to good effect. Esperion looking good. Top of the 18, and finally Los Toros able to send it away. There's a booming direct ball. Top of the 18, falls kindly, begs for a finish. The flag stays down. No decision made. Gets to the end line, sends it across. There's a man there, and as Basso able to get this one off the line. That whole entire play seemed to occur in slow motion. And Esperion, they look to have found their way into goal, but Basso got back across his face really well. Put his big paw up and stopped this one. Now Basso will send it forward, sending one into the corner. It's whiffed, and now Los Toros may have their opportunity to get in behind. Pollo was there, but looks like Esperion have righted the ship now. Sent back across. And finally, the attack stalls out. Will be a throw on the far touchline for Los Toros. Here we go. Esperion will control this one across their back line and resetting with the goalkeeper. And plenty of time and space. Los Toros sitting deep and occupying the midfield. As such, Esperion will send it out wide, still trying to draw in pressure. Takes an errant touch, and now Los Toros will be forward. Omar Shamalt sends one down the line, has Abdul. It's a foot race. Abdul showing off the physicality. Abdul takes the strike, and it's just wide. Fantastic little save there. Looks like it did take a touch on its way through. Camera took the absolute worst time to defocus, but what a physical battle won by Abdul there. Fingertip save at the near post. I'm not sure, based on the angle from how that save was made, how that one didn't go into the back of the net. It seemed to save it with the inside of his hand and somehow pushed it towards the goal, but still went past. Looks like Franco is off. As Faja is on. Here's the delivery. Watch out. Sent back across the face. Esperion will send it out. Well controlled. Fabricio attempting to win it back. We'll run out of potential options. It's a goal kick to come. Here comes Esperion. That's an errant touch. Sam sends it to Esfaha. Esfaha still going. Finding a little space, but ran out of real estate. Now they're able to send it in. Well flicked forward, top of the 18. Toros will send it down the line. No clear ball possessor right now. Esperion have come out on top, but these big touches without checking and scanning the field just not going to be enough to beat a team like Los Toros. It's sent forward. Stanley, top of the 18. Shot taken and well scooped up again. Well, Wooden has had a solid performance tonight in net. Puts it down. And we'll have to float one forward. A lot of space in that midfield. Esperion finding Nasser. Nasser goes down. There was a touch on the ball. So play continues. Here's Basso. Basso lumping one down the field. This is a kick that's got some distance in the direction of Alves. Finally sent away. There's Fabricio winning a little space for Los Toros. Back all the way to Basso. Basso will go all the way upfield. Good turn there for Alves. Can't find the final pass. This is a direct ball. It trickles through. It took a touch on its way, but the final recipient was in an offside position. This one's sent forward. Esperion's back line alert to the danger. Sent back. Basso having to cover some distance to get to this one. Directing traffic, and finally will send one down the line. Elliott sends one forward. Still up for grabs. This is a great opportunity for Esperion. Need to send it off the foot. A bit of another heavy touch there. It left very limited options, and now Esperion will look down the line. You got to have the controlled touch to give yourself the option to either keep it or let it go. He had to try to quickly send one across to get his foot on it before the defender arrived because of the heavy touch out. This one's sent back. Lovely little turn, but probably not the right place. Here's Nasser turning the defender, but in the process losing the initiative. And now it's Los Toros coming forward. There's a beautiful swim move from Isfaha, but Nasser is there to win it back. Nasser continuing the mantle, sends it outside. Nasser will send it towards the top of the 18. It's picked up. Now sent across the 18, begs for a finish. Sam is there first, still in the mix. And there's going to be an offensive foul. You saw the hands come up. It's a clear foul on the attacking player. And I'm not sure that was a foul that needed to be made. That was still a really nervy moment. The ball bouncing in an uncomfortable way for Los Toros. Basso will send one upfield. Meanwhile, Toros making a couple switches across the field. Basso will keep it short. Now bumped long by Elliott. It looks like it will trickle all the way over that end line. Goal kick to come for Esperion here in the 43rd minute. Just a couple minutes left to play, and then we'll hit stoppage in halftime. Melvin will send it in. Required a win, and Toros able to intervene. It's a late challenge, but onwards we play. The advantage is a good one. There's Pollo getting to the corner, has two red shirts in front of him, and will not find his way out of that one. Esperion looking to find something of their own. And that certainly will be a foul. It's Fabricio, the guilty party. Onwards we play. A late challenge, doesn't connect. Esperion will continue to keep this on the ground. It's a good turn. Now top of the box. And we'll travel out for an Esperion throw. So he turning upfield. And Sam kept keeping his feet and making the challenge. We'll send it forward. It's Alves. Stanley Alves showing off the skills, but too many red shirts on the scene, and this will be Esperion throw. Pumped down the line. As Faja intervenes, but this is still alive. And good intervention there. This is going to be another throw. Esperion have been turning the heat up a little bit as we get closer and closer to the halftime whistle. They're just down the one goal. They've certainly had their chances early on. We saw quite a few chances go their way, but it seems they're not able to pull the trigger at the right time. When they get in these chances, sometimes they overplay. Here comes the delivery towards the 18. And this one will trickle out. That play, not how it was drawn up by Esperion. It seemed the ball might stay in, but the hesitation, seeing the one over the sideline. Now Sam will send it in. Well flicked on. Stanley Alves sends it back. There's this Faja. Slaloming one player, still going up the field. Good ball forward. Yusuf Manelwer is there. The goalkeeper again intervening to great effect. It's Melvin off his line and making the save. He's had a fantastic half thus far. Keeping this one just to the 1-0. Sent down the line. Here comes the throw. Esperion will take us into the halftime whistle with Los Toros leading by a score of 1-0. Pollo is the goal scorer. And Travis Besso still holding on to that clean sheet. Thanks for joining us here on DMV Sports Media Live on YouTube. We sincerely appreciate your patronage. Consider dropping a like on the video to help others find us in the algorithm. And, of course, subscribe to the channel and join our growing community. We've got all the best coverage across the best DMV leagues and beyond. This weekend we'll see NPSL, USL2, USLW, UPSL, American Premier League, Super Soccer League Maryland and Virginia, and more, all live on DMV Sports Media. So make sure to hit that subscribe button if you haven't done so already. And tune in on Monday nights for the DMV recap show. Myself and Gio talk all of the DMV trends, predictions, teams, and players. This weekend will be the exception. I'm not sure. I haven't talked if Gio is going to keep the show running. I will be in Nicaragua covering and watching the Pinoleros in the World Cup qualifier against Guyana and seeing some family. But DMV Sports Media lives on, and all of the coverage will continue while I'm away. So I look forward to tuning in with the rest of everybody else. But make sure to tune in for all of those match coverage editions. I'm going to take our halftime break. We'll see you in just a few minutes here for the second half here at Langston Hughes Middle School. Well, hello and welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Second half of the Super Soccer League contest here at Langston Hughes Middle School in Reston, Virginia. Those Toros leading Esperion by a score of 1-0, but 45 minutes to decide this one. It's a pleasant late May evening as this Super Soccer League Spring 25 campaign winds down. Still plenty to play for. Toros trying to not only keep pace, but even potentially pass Virginia Dream as the title race comes to its late head. They would need a little help in order to make that a reality, as Virginia Dream still have one final game in hand after this one against LAIFC, but with the victory today, they could make that still a possibility. Toros will send it back to Basso. Basso confidently playing through the middle and perhaps a little too confident. Esperion looking for their way through, and finally it's taken away. There was a window that was there, but the window was short-lived. Esperion, as I said at the end of the half, I know it's easy from here in the broadcast booth, but need to find a way to release the ball a little quicker in the Los Toros box. And that came to fruition again there. Here's Esperion. Knocking it back. Pratum will find Nasser, who's slotting in the back line at the moment. He's been all over the pitch today. Nasser will send it to the wide area. It's an errant pass, but there was a player pulled back in the mix, and Esperion will have a set piece. It's Ziza Sibo. Going to send one up the pitch. Good intervention initially, but no clear possession. Sibo looking to get towards the 18. Sends one to the top of the box. Still in the mix. Good block. Finally sent out Asfaha. Lovely little turn from Jakob Asfaha. Still looking for options. Will go from distance. Not a bad strike. But it looks like the Esperion goalkeeper was alert to the danger. Dropped back quickly. And watched his ball sail over. This one sent down the line. Canales finding Sibo. Good turn. But the final player losing his footing. There's Sabene making enough of a challenge. Sibo, rounding a man, needs to let it go. Sibo did a great job. A slaloming run. Touched just out, and the consolation prize of a corner kick to follow. Ziza Sibo will send it in. It's a great delivery at the near posts. Renzi Sibo will take over the mantle, has options. Esperion will keep this on the ground. Turned upfield by Manzi Sibo. Back out wide. Love the start from Esperion. It's been a much more confident start for them. It's Aki Sibo sending a diagonal ball, perhaps a little too much power on that one, and the attack stalls out. Sent down the line. Hopefully a little control there from Stanley Alves. Flicked back, bring out the Olays. Alves and Sabene connecting beautifully. Now we'll send it up for Jakob Esfaha. Esfaha, leaving the defender in the dust, sends it in. The crucial touch from Nasir, and final effort put well wide, but a fantastic build-up play. Los Toros showing just how quickly they can get down the pitch. And it culminates in this goal kick. Ramos sends it in for Nasser. In the middle, Pratham has to be alert. Sibo's dispossessed. Now back. Toros continue moving this around. Basso continuing to get heavily involved. Here comes Elliott. Picking one up over the top. Asking the question, Esfaha is there. But Nasser, courageous challenge, able to get there in the nick of time. And we'll play Sibo. Direct ball, quickly cut out by Elliott. Sabene, the Italian-Argentine, coming on in the second half, showing off what he can do on the ball. Does have this one stripped off him. Esperion looking for their way forward. Good turn there from Sibo, and now there's support on the attack. It's another shooting opportunity, but as quickly as it was presented, Los Toros took it away. Here's Esfaha running into trouble. Advantage is given. Good sportsmanship behind the ball. It's blocked. Esperion really moving the ball well. It's down the line. Sibo doesn't have a whole lot of options. Sends it in. Fantastic delivery, but Los Toros able to intervene. This is Elliott connecting with Stanley Alves. Stanley bobbing, weaving, and almost switching the point of attack. It takes the touch off the Esperion man, and it will be a throw here for Los Toros. Quickly delivered. Toros smartly resetting back to Basso. Castellanos sending it through the midfield. Sabene turns, but runs right into the Esperion pressure. Here comes Pratham. Lovely little 1-2. Pratam's ball over the top, finds a man. Must be a finish now. It's sent in. It's the golazo for Esperion. We have a response here in the 54th minute. The goal scored brilliantly. I believe that was Daniel. Fantastic ball in. And there we go. We've got a ball game, ladies and gentlemen. That's a fantastic finish from number 11, Robert Clauda. Nope, that's not. That was scored by Daniel Blaut. In any case, it's one apiece. Los Toros having the wind stripped out of their sails. Can they regain the momentum? A lot of time left to play. This is sent down the line. Pratham gets a touch. Not the touch he would have liked. Sabene able to pick one up. Alves trying the audacious back heel. And it comes to nothing. Zebo looking upfield. Sam is there. This challenge will slow down the attack. Los Toros will have the throw. It's quickly sent in the direction of Castellanos. Now Sabene. Yusuf sends it out wide. Alves creating the width. Now Toros will send it forward. It's Sabene. Ooh, he let that go. I really would like to know whether the flag was going to come up. It seemed like Sabene was quite sure he was in an offside position, but perhaps he was. I don't know. But in any case, we will play on. This is Zebo. Still holding on to the ball. And finally the challenge made. Corner kick for Los Toros to defend. Let's see who makes the delivery. Kenneth Villarreal will stand over the ball. Sent in for Zebo. Zebo, top of the 18, unable to let one loose. And it is well repossessed by Nasser. Sent across. Shot taken from distance. Ooh, it's a great delivery. Yusuf Manower. We'll find Sabene. Here comes Sabene working through traffic. And not quite able to possess that pass. Good 1-2 passing, but Alves looks like Alves was the one in offside position. Now, I'm not sure exactly what the call was, but if Alves was pulling the defender away from the attack, then that would still, in fact, be an offside, as I understand the rules. In any case, Los Toros will play forward. This is Sabene. Sending one inside. There's plenty of time and space here as Esperion drift behind the ball. Elliott. Here's Castellanos. Back to Elliott. Ball continues moving up the pitch. That's a miscue. Quick decision. Canales waiting for help. Now sent down the line. That's Faha. Able to find her colleague there. Repossessed. Toros. Continuing to stretch the field. Forward. There's kind of an easy one for Nasser Berry to cut out. A lot of dangerous pieces on the field right now, but Esperion, they seem to be more in sync. It's a heavy touch. Falls all the way to the feet of Travis Basso. Here comes the booming ball from Basso. Berry gets the first touch. Zebo will pick up the second ball. Ball flicked forward. Ball pinballs around. Zach Trujillo dispossessed. Did really well to get up the field, but a perfectly timed challenge takes it off his feet. There's Isfaha running into pressure. And it will be a throw here on the near side for those Toros in the 60th minute. Looks like there's a player down for Los Toros. Basso a bit shaken up. I really hope that he's okay to continue. Didn't see what happened before, but may have impacted the post. In any case, we'll give Basso some time to recover. Thanks for joining us here on DMV Sports Media, live on YouTube for our coverage of the Super Soccer League. Looks like Basso will continue, as will this match. In just a moment. Good to see the big man is okay to continue and continue his goalkeeping duties today. Good ball down the line. Alves turns upfield, but Battery was there. Esperion able to get this one away, only partially. It's a good counterattack. And away by Elliot Berg with some assistance from Jack Kamara. Now forward, flag will eventually come up. It was Matthew Carlin in a offside position. Looks like we will have a Los Toros switch. Off comes Trujillo. On comes JC Martinez. So sent forward. Barry read it well. Omar down the line. Now Sabene looking for the diagonal ball. Well risen. As Faha gets on the end of it. Keeps it in the mix. Can Esperion play out? It's a good little turn there from Pratham. And forward. Sibo. Beautiful ball up top. The counterattack very much on. Unable to deliver it into the box. Sibo is on the scene for the second ball. Devonshire will clear the lines. And now Martinez out of the air, still waiting for recipients to come forward. Down the field for Carlin. Carlin runs into challenge, but will continue. Still going. Begs for a release. Carlin did really well to get into that position, but no shot taken. Now Pratham. Back to Sibo. Sibo will go back to Nasser. Esperion continue their patient approach. That was not the pass they would have liked. Martinez on the ball. Nasser has to intervene quickly. It's sent over the top. And well closed down there by Sabene. It's a throw on the near side for Esperion. Ziva doesn't like what he sees. We'll turn it back. Good turn now. Pratham has options forward. We'll send it over the top. Carlin working past the initial challenge. Great work there from Berg, able to retreat and get his body on the line to slow down this would-be Esperion goal. Take a look at the makeup speed from Elliot Berg. It looks like Carlin had a gilded chance, but the shot blocked, and now a corner kick to come. The consolation prize for Esperion. There's the delivery to the back post. Oh, that's a steaming shot. Oh, it's just wide. It took a deflection on its way through, and it looks like we will have another corner kick. Take another look at this steaming shot. The delivery made to a good area. As Faha rises first to it, falls back to the feet of Sibo. And out. Down the line for Pratham. Bobs and weaves trying to get his way around Kamara. It will be a goal kick to come. Quickly send it to Berg. Nelson Bene. Dropping it back, and Castellanos will survey the field. You see Martinez and Sabene will work up the field together. They've got options forward. Sabene still driving, but perhaps would have been better off letting that one go a little earlier. Meanwhile, it's another counterattacking chance. Perfectly timed run. Claudia gets to the corner, and we'll send it back across. There's Martinez. Turned upfield, and Yusuf Manawer. And it will be another throw here on the near side. Sibo still going, sends it out wide. Brought them from distance. Not the worst effort, but good distance up and over goal. Goal kick to come for Los Toros. Looks like we'll Make a switch here. Yusuf Manowar steps off. On comes Marco Bravo to make his impact on this game. A little too direct that time. Berg looking in the direction of Alves, not connecting, and here comes Esperion. Sibo rounds the man initially, still going Sibo. Martinez has Sebene. Sebene, the first ball doesn't quite trickle through. The second ball falls kindly for Martinez. Martinez with the effort. Well sniffed out by this back line. And the counterattack is on. Sibo rounding one man. What a challenge there from Bravo. Surgical. Bravo wins the second pass. There's Sebene. With defenders on his back. Sebene, what can he find? Beautiful skill from Tim Sebene, but Nasser Berry to the rescue. Comes in. This one converted from the top of the area. And well mopped up there by Jakob Esfaha. When the ball falls to his feet, you know that it's going to be problematic for the defending side. Esfaha, he just finds a way to score goals. Great work from Sebene to get down the line, make things happen. The ball was not well cleared by Esperion, and they were forced to pay the price. 2-1 for Los Toros. Take a look at the replay here of this goal. Sebene sent it in. Perhaps some miscommunication from defender and goalkeeper. In any case, Los Toros back on the lead. Well, one back again by Sebene. Esperion quickly coming under pressure. And now Esfaha will send it into the corner. Well taken down. Sebene comes back to Berg. Now over to Castellanos. Toros moving the ball really well right now. Here's Martinez. Cutting through the midfield, not finding the pass he would have liked. Toros back in control, but I have been really impressed from what I've seen in this Esperion side. Sibo goes down, claims wants a foul, not going to get it. Sebene will thread the needle. Beautiful ball from Sebene. Bravo puts one in. And there's the goal. I don't know how it's found its way in, but we have a golazo there for Stanley Alves and Los Toros. Let's take a look at the replay. 3-1 is your scoreline. Bravo took the strike. It was popped up in the air. Fell right behind the back line and goalkeeper, and it seems the confusion left a window open for Alves. Alves, there was no confusion from him. He took this one out of the air with perfection, putting it into the back of the net and adding a third for Los Toros. There was some disturbance behind the ball. I think Esperion thought that a foul should have and could have been called. And they were up in arms after the non-call, in their eyes, led to the goal. But onwards we play. Esperion starting this one quickly. Sans one man. There's Sibo right back over to Pratam. physical style play. Onwards we play. Jack able to find his man. Toros, they've got the lead. They've got an insurance goal. They don't need to go direct. They will knock this one around on the ground. Faha losing out. Sibo from distance. Good shooting opportunity, but the ball always rising. And it will be a goal kick to come for Basso and company. This one sent towards Sebene. Sebene. Bumped up the field. Well flicked on. Kamara. Will come back. There's Castellanos. Berg taking his time, waiting. And now will be sent over the top. Nasser gets enough of a touch on it. Still has Jakobus Faha in pursuit. Pratham sends it forward. Now Sibo. Sibo's ball, perfectly timed. The flag has come up, but it looks like we'll play on. Basso had to get that one right and came off his line with timing to perfection, nullifying the would-be chance. There's Sibo pushing through the contact. The advantage is given, and we will come back for the initial foul. Looks like there's something to adjudicate over on that far touchline. Not sure what the holdup is, but let's take another look at the replay. The last sequence of play. Sibo sending one in. Certainly offside was the correct decision. Now the argument could be made we could be coming back to the initial foul from the advantage, but doesn't look like that's going to be in play. Simple set piece for Los Toros coming out. Basso will lump one upfield in the direction of Alves. Esperion's back line get there first. Here comes Sibo. Rounding one man. Has a lot of black shirts to get through, but Martinez is first to it. Sebene takes the shot. Has the power, does not have the direction. Goal kick to come for Esperion. So sent into the corner. Around Basso. Has to get it away. Berg smartly sends it out. And it looks like Los Toros have outlasted the worst of it. This is Sebene cutting inside. And the challenge It looks like will be given as a foul. Certainly there are differing opinions on that one. Take a look at the replay. Berg will send it back to Basso. Now Castellanos. Faja will occupy that space, dropping deep. Now Berg over to his Faja. Faja turns right into trouble. And here comes Sibo. Esperion will keep moving this ball. They've got a little bit of breathing room over on the far touchline. The shot taken, deflected, and it will fall out for another corner kick. Esperion will have one here on the near side. Just about 10 minutes to play. This one's still within striking distance. Toros have the 2-goal advantage, but certainly not insurmountable. This one's lumped into a good area. Basso comes up, doesn't get the first touch. Sibo into the goal, and there it is. The golazo for Sibo from inside the area. The ball fell to his feet, and he knew exactly what to do. No hesitation. 3-2, and Esperion pulled one back here in the 82nd minute. Looks like there will be a card for dissent. Basso not happy with the contact before. Prevented him from coming to get for this ball. May have a case to be made, but looks like we didn't get that replay, but (3-2) is your score here. Esperion have life now. Within striking distance, beautiful ball forward just outside of the range of their forward man. Ziza Sibo. Basso will lump one up top. Alves is there to make life difficult, but well dealt with by Nasser Barry, who was able to find his goalkeeper. This one's still up for grabs. 2 red shirts there. Sabene comes out on top. Sibo back inside. Lovely bit of skill. Carlin can't thread the needle, and it's back at the feet of Los Toros. Faja back to Berg. Now Kamara. This one ping-pongs back and forth. No clear possessor. Finally, it will go against Esperion. A touch. And, of course, there's going to be a yellow, another caution for dissent. You could tell it was coming. Very making his opinions felt and heard from all the way back in the back line. This one's sent forward. Barry gets the first ball. Alves intervenes to great effect. Smart decision as Faja sending it all the way back to Basso. And will, in turn, send one over the top. It's a perfectly timed run. Shot taken. It's a great save. Still in the mix. Melvin Augustine making a terrific showing of himself. We'll come back and look at this replay. This was a really well-timed run from deep, which seemed to fluster this Esperion back line. And now Ciso can't quite release it in time. Sabene gets it. And the return pass. Can Sabene run this down? Not quite. Barry does just enough to see this one over the near touchline. Kamara finding pass up top. It's an errant challenge. Onwards we play. Flicked inside. And Esperion can breathe a sigh of relief. But the time is ticking down. And they need to be a little bit more clinical in there. This is well won. Omar forcing it back inside. Sibo going into a different gear, but still undone. This is Isfaha driving to goal. And there is a harsh challenge there from Nasser Barry. Isfaha can't believe it. Definitely looks like he may have a case for a foul, but in any case, we will play on. There's Sibo. Finally settles down to the feet of Esperion. We'll come back and take a look at this non-call in a moment, but right now this game too fast-paced for any replays. It's sent to the corner. Carlin in the mix. Castellanos wins the ball back. It looks like there's possibly some extracurriculars, but we will play on. Lots going on. This match certainly coming to a climactic finish here in the final minutes. Just the one goal in it. Here's Sabene looking up top in the direction of Alves. Can't quite thread the needle. Excuse me, that was Bravo. The tip of the spear this time, but Esperion's back line able to defuse it. It's sent forward, and the offside flag will come up. And so, looks like in the mix we'll have another card, another caution for dissent. We'll come back to that in a moment. A yellow card, a caution for dissent for the Esperion bench. Well, it's well called. Looks like Nasser Barry did get his foot to the ball. It had to be a perfectly timed challenge. I stand corrected. I thought that was a penalty kick, but upon review, it does look like Barry got the ball. Credit to our center official for recognizing that. This was well flicked on by Isfaha. Falls kindly for Alves. Will be a throw here on the near side. Omar Shamelt to take. We'll launch one to the feet of Martinez and back. This one's flicked towards the end line. Melvin Augustine well off his line. Kamara able to defuse this one. Here comes Sibo. Has help. Oh, it's a contentious moment. And that will be a difficult moment to call a penalty kick for. Final minute here. Toros will lump one forward. Basso's ball connects with Bravo. Here comes Sibo. Holding on to possession. Able to get it inside. And never a foul. Here comes Esfaha. Has help alongside him. Sent right back. Augustine falls on this one. And Esperion breathe a sigh of relief. It's quickly sent up the field by Melvin Augustine. Esperion, they're a bit disjointed at the moment, but they definitely have strong offensive options up top. Here we go. There's a man in the middle. The chance seemingly has gone, but Esperion still on the ball. Falls to Sibo, top of the box. And it looks like there was a touch that blocked that one wide. So a corner kick here in the 91st minute. We are into stoppage time. What a moment. Take another look at this replay. A huge challenge from Omar that blocks this maybe would-be goal from Sibo. Now Esperion will pack almost all their bodies into this box. It's now or never. The delivery is a good one. Basso comes, intervenes, and will catch and fall on the second ball. Great recovery from Travis Basso to come back and fall on the ball. Now lumped up field, so Bene gets enough of a head on it just to keep it in a good area. Sibo goes down the line, and it takes its final touch off the Esperion man. Time not a friend to Esperion at the moment. There's a player down behind the ball. Looks like there's Faha. Slow to recovery, so we'll add the stoppage onto the end here while the trainer comes out. We're already into the 93rd minute, so we'll just tack on whatever time is missed, and we'll see out the final moments of this match. Esperion still within striking distance. They've pulled back to 3-2. Los Toros hanging on to that one-goal advantage here. Well, it looks like Faha will continue. I do believe he'll have to come off since the trainer came on, but here we go. Will be a throw on the near side. We'll add this stoppage time to the end of the match, and Esperion will still have a little bit of time. Mount goes down the line. Here comes Sabene, causing problems. Barry able to receive this back pass well. Switches the point of attack. Here comes Pratham. Right now, Los Toros playing a man down. Faha is now back on, so no man advantage exists. Here comes Sibo through traffic. Goes down as Faha. Still a bit shaken up, but does well enough. Sabene running into traffic. Still going. Good battle between Subo and Sabene. Sabene will release it. Now sent in. Ball into the corner. That's going to be a tough one to possess. Slick conditions carrying this one over and out. Well, those Toros will have the throw here. 5 minutes into stoppage. Jack Kamara turning down the line and sending one over the top. No intended recipients, just giving Los Toros a little bit of extra breathing room. Sibo will lump one over the top. Berg is there. And a smart ball forward and down the line will trickle out. Esperion have their throw. Still in the mix. No clear possessors. Martinez will turn out of trouble. Martinez still on the ball, needs to release it, gets it back to Castellanos, and now Castellanos' ball is a good one forward. Perfect flick on there from Bravo. Augustine turning his team forward. Good start to the attack. Esperion perhaps one final chance. Here comes Pratum. Sending one over the top. Carlin is there, has help. Now inside. And finally, Basso will send it away. Los Toros hang on for the 3-2 victory. A great matchup. This was a classic tonight. Los Toros came in the clear favorite. Sitting second on the table, Esperion sitting deep in the bottom of the table, but you would not have known it from watching tonight's match. Los Toros, they claimed the 3 points, but they had to earn it. Esperion, certainly a great showing from a great side, and we look forward to seeing more of this Esperion. They will face Blazers next week to determine the final playoff seed. Esperion themselves mathematically eliminated from playoffs, but they can still play a part in the storybook of the end of this season and who will make the playoffs. Thanks for joining us here live on DMV Sports Media YouTube. We're so glad to have you with us, and of course, make sure to drop a like on the video and subscribe. We'll see you on for the next one. Thanks Siraj, thanks Irving, thanks Peter, Greg, Abraham, Welgars, everybody. Appreciate you. Have a good night. We're going to sign